All right, it's Eric Boogan. Got a message here for the boys on behalf of Quentin /Q Breezy. He says, you guys are going on a camping trip. I'm assuming this weekend because Q Breezy requested this message 7 days ago. But Rick the Stick, that's me, dropped the ball. I said, I ain't feeling fire the frick up. You want me to deliver one hell of a life-changing message? I got to feel that sucker. You know what I'm saying? I can't just deliver the message of a lifetime on a whim. You can't just say, hey, Rick the Stick, drop some freaking bombs on us. Give me a freaking week to muster up some cojones. You know what I'm saying? So you want some freaking inspiration, okay? For your drinking wilderness shenanigans. Okay. Well, listen, here's the deal. You only live once, so make it memorable, okay? Listen, I've done some stupid-ass shenanigans in my past. I'm not proud of a lot of it, but you know what? If there's anything I can say about it, it's that I will never forget those memories. Were they good character-defining memories? No, but they did make me what I am today, and I'm proud of who I am today. And I wouldn't have been this way unless I had my own stupid-ass drinking wilderness. I did have wilderness shenanigans as well. I went on a camping trip once and almost freaking died. We didn't bring any food with us, okay? Not even a camping trip, a rafting trip. So it was water. So you had to go from this one freaking end of this river, and it took like 5 days to get to the end of the river. And God damn, do we even bring a tent? I don't even know. I don't know how I lived, but I remember we had like 2 cans of Chef Boyardee ravioli, and not much water either. I remember getting home so sunburned and emaciated. But I was like, man, I look great. Because I was ripped and I was stripped and I was tan as frick. You know what I'm saying? But thank God. Thank God I survived that. Anyways. Don't do anything stupid, though. That trip also involved drinking shenanigans. And I almost got somehow didn't go to the slammer. Thank God. But it was the officer was there, all right. Okay, we all lift heavy and love your vids. Even hitting a PR chest day before night's out. Yeah! Make it freaking count. That's kicking the trip off. Hit the PR, take the trip, make the freaking memories. Because if the trip's memorable, I'll tell you what's going to be memorable is that PR as well. Or at least that chest day. That chest day is going to freaking be memorable if that trip is great. Say, hey, remember we did that wilderness freaking shenanigans? Remember the bulbous ass chest pump we got before the shenanigans? You know what I mean? That's part of it. That's part of it. You're making history, okay? So, the boys are big at Jake. 120 kilos. Jeez Louise. 264 pounds, right? Adam, pencil neck. Just kidding. Muay Thai aesthetics genius. Okay, pencil neck. I'm kidding. Muay Thai is sick. Went to a Muay Thai. I went to like an MMA gym once, did Muay Thai. I thought it was awesome, but at the time, it just didn't fit my schedule and whatnot. And I was like, I don't have time to dedicate my life to this craft. I got a lot of other shit going on. Aesthetics genius. Jeez Louise. Toby, powerlifter, a.k.a. horsecock, I would imagine. James, military training, a.k.a. Billy Badass, right? Oh, that's Billy's next. Frick. Billy's the absolute dog in the gym. Quentin, bodybuilding jabroni. Just kidding. Straight part-time writer. Okay, pencil neck. What the frick is that? Back? Bach? Jake, as just a lot of boys. Zach, the absolute fellas. Okay. In the next few months, some of us will head off to the military. Okay, power to you. I'm living in China next year. Jeez Louise. So this is a special meetup for the boys to make some special moments. Frick, that is special. This is extremely special. Okay, well, that chest day has got to be the best chest day ever because this is a monumental trip. There's a lot of fellas in this group. And a lot of horse cocks, you know what I mean? Like I'm knocking you, some of you have pencil neck, whatever. It's not true. You guys, listen, birds of a feather flock together, okay? So if you got freaking big Jake, 264 pounds, a giant of a man, you know what I'm saying? He's not hanging out with Johnny Pencil neck, you know what I'm saying? So you guys are a good freaking squad, that's for sure. Okay, but this trip, it's a freaking trip of a lifetime. Now, I don't know how old you are. You didn't freaking tell me, Q Breezy. That makes a huge game changer for this message. If you're 16 freaking years old, this is a lot different than if you're 28. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. You know, I talked about the wilderness shenanigans I was on myself. That was when I was 18. Okay? I never saw those guys again. I mean, I did shortly after, but, you know, I'm 38 and I was 20 years ago. I've never seen them again in the last damn near 20 years. So this might be the last time the fellas are together. So you have to make this thing freaking special, because I don't know how many fellas, I didn't count. Okay, I'm not a mathematician, but it sounds like there's like 10 guys in this group. And I'm willing to bet that one of you will not be seen again, ever, or at least in the next couple of years, or like you freaking, Toby, for instance, you might only see him 3 times until the day you die. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Life is crazy, especially with such a big group of chaps. Like, take advantage of this time you have together and make the most out of it, because these memories right now, like, this might be the best memory you ever make in your entire life. For some of you, life might be all downhill from here, okay? Some of you might all be uphill from here. For most of you, it's going to be freaking peaks and valleys, baby. But make this freaking trip a peak, because what happens with peaks and valleys? You freaking peak, and then you nosedive, okay? That's just life. So when you're in the valley, you got to remember the good freaking times. And those good times are going to keep you staying strong. Like, man, life kind of freaking sucks right now. But, if me and the fellas, we can plan a trip. We can make one of the greatest moments of our lives again. If this is good, if this trip sucks ass, you're never going to, you know what I mean? You'll remember how much it sucks. I mean, that's the thing. This is a big trip. It's a lot of fellas. So regardless if it's good or it's bad, it'll be freaking memorable. Okay? Just go the distance. I say this for everything. I say this with training. I say this with lifting. Oh, excuse me. Drink a lot of matcha green tea to get fired the frick up. You know what I mean? I don't drink coffee as much anymore. Not by choice, I just ran out of coffee, but I got tons of matcha green tea. And this stuff sucks. Only 32 milligrams of caffeine per serving. So I take 10 servings to get me clicking. All that L-theanine. It's got me feeling just right. Ultra focused. That's the thing. You know what I mean? That's exactly what I'm saying for the trip. Go the distance. You're going to be freaking tired some days. I don't know how long this trip is. You're going to be tired some days. You better bring some freaking extra instant coffee or something, because this trip, say it's 5 days. Well, I'd say it's 4. It's easier math. Let's say it's 4 days. And you're tired one of those days, you just freaking butchered 25% of your trip. 25% of your trip sucks ass because you were tired for a day and you were feeling lethargic. I've also had that happen where you're hanging out with the fellas and you're talking about drinking shenanigans. I've had this happen many, many times. Day 1 is freaking fire. You know what I'm saying? Fired the frick up. Crazy. You go too hard. So the next day you're dead, shot, and it sucks. And you're just lethargic and you're a freaking zombie. You know what I'm saying? So that next day is done, right? Wasted. So, I don't know exactly how you can work around that. If it's drinking shenanigans, I would say don't because that's the thing. Getting too much drinking doesn't ever lead to anything good, okay? I would say, if anything, suck down mega cups of Joe, because tons of energy and whatnot, that's fun. That is good stuff. That's memorable too. Too much drinking, you forget it, it's sloppy, bad shit happens, you might fight, you might all get in a freaking fight and hate each other. You know what I mean? And then the next day you're going to feel like shit. So if anything, I would say boost your energy as much as possible. If you got to kick back a couple cocktails, that's fine, but don't overdo it, because you want every day to be awesome, not just one great day. Like, the day was insane, and the rest of the trip sucked because you overdid it. I guess that would be the message. You know what I mean? Just get lots of coffee. Just get fired the frick up and try to have a good time together. And I get it, male bonding, sucking down some drinks together, it's fun, right? But just keep in mind that you're paying the piper, okay? You're going to feel shitty the next day. So if you have some tricks to beat that or whatever, like if it were me now at this ripe old age of 38 and I was on a trip with the fellas, I would probably, if I had to kick back a few, I would just be certain. I mean, I got alcoholic genetics, so this is hard for me. I always overdo it. But I would try to be freaking fired up. You know what I mean? 10 cups of Joe. I don't know what you're doing on this trip other than sucking back cocktails. But, freaking go boating or kayaking or something. Make it freaking memorable. Go swimming in a freaking lake. I don't know where you guys are even going or what you're doing. But do as much as you can away from the drinks. Because when it's time, And I'm not trying to be like a stay sober or anything like that. I don't even know what the frick you guys are into in that regard. All I'm saying is, now if the trip's only one day or whatever, it's like a day in the woods, and then you're freaking go crazy. I just want you guys to have the best experience possible. And I just know from tons of experience that you're going to feel like shit if you go too hard the first day. So just be methodical. I don't even know what the frick I'm trying to say here. Anyways, let's just change direction. You got this trip. For all you know, this is a once-in-a-lifetime trip. Make the most out of it. Make it unfreaking forgettable. Try to find a way to do something you could absolutely not do without the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what the frick that would even be. I don't know, tussle in the woods or something like that. Just like shit that's like, man, do you remember that? It's like, yeah, we all remember that. That was awesome. You know what I mean? Because I don't know how old you guys are. Once you get a family and stuff, you'll never be able to do that again. Having a family is great, but it's not like hanging out with the boys. You know what I'm saying? So make it freaking count, because for all you know, this is the last boys trip you're ever going to freaking go on. But that's not a bad mindset to have going into it, because, like, imagine, like, if you died tomorrow, what would you do today? You know what I mean? If you had, and that's basically the thing. Your friendship might freaking die after this trip. So how are you going to make the most out of it? Think about that.